Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome to the 5th series of the exciting Islamic show Ar-Risalah, The Message, with a reach from AYV Television, Channel 33. Ar-Risalah is a special inspirational and motivational Islamic series for young Muslims and Muslimahs. This program aims to build the spirituality of young Muslim and Muslimahs and help them to make them contribute meaningfully towards national development. Today's series, as usual, gets inspiring Quranic recitation and translation, spoken words, my message segment with special message to young Muslim and Muslimahs, your favorite corner, when a Sadaqah corner, and beautiful Nasheed break. All this will happen inside the next 25 minutes. Stay tuned. Me and your host, Sister Mayam Siddiq. So, let we join Brother Ahmad Saraba for a beautiful Quranic recitation, where he still they continue for take the lesson from Surah Al-Kahf, the chapter of the cave. And today, we go take from verses 22 to 26 with Brother Ahmad Saraba.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم سيقولون ثلاثة رابعهم كلبهم ويقولون خمسة سادسهم كلبهم رجما بالغيب ويقولون سبعة وثامنهم كلبهم قل ربي أعلم بعدتهم ما يعلمهم إلا قليل فلا تمار فيهم إلا مراء ظاهرا ولا تستفت فيهم منهم أحدا.
Some say there were 3, the dog being the 4th among them. Others say there were 5, the dog being the 6th. Doubtfully guessing at the unknown, yet others say there were 7, the dog being the 8th. Say thou, my Lord knoweth best their number. It is but few that know their real case. Enter not therefore into controversies concerning them, except on a matter that is clear, nor consult any of them about the affairs of the sleepers.
ولا تقولن لشيء إني فاعل ذلك غدا.
Nor say of anything, I shall be sure to do so and so tomorrow.
إلا أن يشاء الله واذكر ربك إذا نسيت وقل عسى أن يهديني ربي لأقرب من هذا رشدا.
Without adding, so please Allah, and call thy Lord to mind when thou forgettest, and say, I hope that my Lord will guide me ever closer than this to the right path.
وَلَبِثُوا فِي كَهْفِهِمْ 300 سِنِينَ وَازْدَادُوا 9.
So they stayed in their cave 300 years, and some add 9 more.
قُلِ اللَّهُ أَعْلَمُ بِمَا لَبِثُوا لَهُ غَيْبُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ أَبْصِرْ بِهِ وَأَسْمِعْ ما لهم من دونه من ولي ولا يشرك في حكمه أحدا.
Say, Allah knows best how long they stayed. With Him is the knowledge of the secret of the heavens and the earth. How clearly He sees, how finely He hears everything. They have no protector other than Him, nor does He share His command with any person whatsoever.
MashaAllah, for the educative verses then they, still from Surah Al-Kahf, the chapter of the cave. Me, I benefit a lot from the verses then today. What do you benefit? Well, let me share with you my own. Remember, say, inside we last series, I be ask you if you can able imagine how long then you'd manage sleep in the cave. Well, the youthmania stay for 3 centuries. That na about 300 years na the cave. And wetin dem dey do? Allah make them sleep. Allah guide and protect them for 300 years, just to make it show we in signs and wonders. Finally, Allah say, sometimes it very important, where I think say, we for find special time now we message segment for learn more about them. Allah say inside verse 23 to 24, He say, no say anything, I shall be sure to do so and so tomorrow, without adding, inshallah. We mean say, let me and you not do they make promise for say, I go do this tomorrow, or I go do this next tomorrow, without we not add they say, inshallah. When if God agree. This not something where most of we can normally mistake. We can make plenty promises, day and night, without we not even say, if God agree. But inshallah, as our sages know, we go find time, special time for talk more about something here so where we go discuss them inside we message segment. Clear one, make you go understand. Now we go take we beautiful spoken word by Sheikh Al-Hussein.
There is a promise of great reward from above for putting a smile on the face of the poor. It could be a smile, food, or even a dime. The tradition of giving is what we must rewind. Indeed, charity is Allah's project. Join hands, don't reject. You will never regret the reward you will get. Giving is part of living. Ask those who are giving. They'll tell you they are receiving more from the ever living. Charity has rewards you've never seen. Through it, Allah wipes away your sins. For many ailments, it's a medicine, so it should be done by every person. Give charity with sincerity. Do not spend in laxity. Surely, wealth is vanity. Give some for the eternity. Why don't you help the needy? Please, let us not be greedy. Some are even bleeding. Deep down, they are bleeding. Every day they're trying, starving and crying. And if you check up in the streets, some are even dying. No. Woe unto those who do not feed the poor. They've got all the chances, but they close the door. If only they could see ahead the bigger problems, wallahi, all their riches they will take and spend. If only they could see ahead the bigger reward, wallahi, in charity they will start moving forward. To the poor, needy orphans, never you say no. My dear fellow Muslim, don't act as if you don't know the risks behind the fact that you're rejecting the poor. Your wealth may lose barakah if you do not spend. And if you give in sadaqah, then you will gain. You want to succeed, brother, start sowing the seed. Pray to Allah and in goodness take the lead. The time is fading, stop the sinning, don't be greedy, help the needy. And inshallah, I hope you are ready. Daily Quranic verse and hadith, a foundation you and I should be with. Reviving a tradition that is almost forgotten. Standing against the wall of greed, making sure it's broken. Yeah, indeed, in place of greed, charity must supersede. To make the poor smile that we want to see. With DAQVAH, you are in full speed, reaching people in need.
Mashallah for that educative, inspiring, touching, beautiful, and well-written spoken word. Charity. Without explanation, you self don't see. Say, charity na something where we for revive as youth man and youth woman and understand say we dey live in a society where plenty one keep them couple then safe, but trust me, one of the best way you go keep your couple Now for invest them by the poor people, needy and vulnerable people them out there by providing for them and putting smiles on their sad faces. We really get plenty people where they die out of hunger. So therefore, you small change what you self can get can make a great change. Giving is not about how rich you are, but how great is your heart to give. And even when you don't have. But as we poet says, if you want to succeed, then start sowing the seed. Inshallah, me go start for sow the seed by spending, and I hope Boku Muslims go join me. Inshallah, we're gonna move to the next segment. Winner, my message.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to my message segment in Ar-Risalah. We will present the segment now, Brother Abdulrahman Jamal. In today's edition of my message segment, we will continue to look at the responsibility when the youth man gets, towards different things. Then we will look at the responsibility we get towards in Creator, when Allah. We will look at the responsibility we get towards in parents them. And today, inshallah, one for look at the responsibility when youth man get towards in society. One for see waiting a youth man responsibility for bring development within the society. And with me in this session, again with me Sheikh Muhammad Mukhtar Jalal. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi. Welcome to the program.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you for having me.
Welcome. Sheikh, we don't once look at the responsibility we need to get towards in parents. Then, of course, we know see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala downstairs in so much of the verses of the Quran, in so many hadith about how youth man for lack and respecting parents. But as youth, we think they also get responsibility towards society. Because there is a saying that the youth able make and able break society. Many of youth man say they make society go be developed. And if youth then come back together and decide to society one for boil they boil. So looking at the positive role when youth man for play, within the society from an Islamic perspective, which you get yourself.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man walahu wa ba'd. Beginning in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all presented be to Allah, may the peace and blessing of Allah be upon the Prophet of Allah, and family and sahabas, anybody who choose them party like I rightly said, the youth man can make or break society, and the youth man get the greatest influence in society. The youth man get the ability for do anything. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala given the power for able to change situations. The youth man, they say, highly flammable. Highly flammable. Anything we be say put on that in the particular will excel, it will succeed. Just like combustion. Whenever it did anything so far, spark the kitchen at a particular place there. So with the youth, if the youth decide for change society for positive, trust me, the society will change it positively. Because them not then get the society. Them not then get the influence on the society. Them not then get the ability, not then get the power, not then get the strength for change things in society. And the same way, if then decide again for one of the negative part, or begin act in a way we say a contrary to the norms of society, then totally entirely that particular society they will break. The youth then generally, rightly as you said, talk about the responsibility of the parent. Obeying their parents is part of the society. Their obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is part of making the society. Because the first obligation we own, for like the youth man we will progress in society, for like ensure say things go well, again for first of all know what in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And what in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and what in a responsibility to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If this mortal man he will shape this in conduct according to Allah and according to the ways of the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it will be the perfect youth inside society. Because the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Quran tells us, لَقَدْ كَانَ فِي رَسُولُ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. There's a perfect exemplary character in the life of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Prophet was the best man amongst his family. The Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam even tell me, he said the best among one and the best of your family, and me and the best of your family. He said the best among one and the best to enable them. Me and the best to enable them. First of all, when he come out to the right of Allah, he come to the right of the parent them. Next, what will they think about the right of who neighbors them? We relatives them. We neighbors them. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, "Ma dhala Jibril yusini anil jar حتى ظننت أنه سيورثه. He says, Jibril, not be stop continuously for advise me about the neighbors them until I think say it go get rights to the inheritance. That is, your neighbor will inherit you. This will show how powerful the neighbor be. Because if you able to help the neighborhood, you will protect the neighborhood. You able to do influence positive in the neighborhood. You are the best person to your neighbor. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say you are the best person among the people. But again, if you negative towards your neighborhood, you are a bad person towards your neighbors, then let you know say you are a bad person in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we get many examples them about the Prophet how he been there to society. Despite these people we are against him, the society was not okay for him, but yet still he was the most honest among the people. One way we will treat the society, we able to give responsibility to society is by showing honesty to the people in the society. The people in our environment, we neighbors them, we therefore be honest to them. The Prophet ﷺ, even prior to Islam, they call him Al-Amin. That is the honest one, the truthful one, As-Siddiq. That's what they will refer to the Prophet. He been truthful to the people, he honest to the people. Them. Anything what they do in dealings, they all been very fair among the people. Them. And this make them trust them. He be the best man among the youths them inside Makkah. Where everybody else, despite he was a youth, yet still them all, everybody can entrust them with anything so far wicked. The youth man as a Muslim, you for be like that. You for be a trustworthy youth. When we say everybody can trust you, you be a honest somebody towards any dealings where you deal with. Now your job situations, you get a boss them. That is, you workmates them. You be honest and just to your boss, your employer, you co-employees, you co-workers them. You be honest to the job itself will be sending you. When you come to your home, you be honest to your neighbors them. That is, what you don't want to make to be done to you, not do one by your neighbor. If you know one noise, no make noise by your neighbor. If you know one make somebody thief you, no thief your neighbor. If you know one for make somebody else come put hand by you picking them by rubbish, put them by things that will be saying, no, okay, Panzina business, no do to your neighbor and begin. So each and every one so far, like how you want to make them deal with you, you will deal with you bother in that same way. Let me the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam say, La yu'minu ahadukum hatta yuhibba li akhihi ma yuhibbu li nafsihi. None of them attain true faith, none of them be true Muslims, true believers until una elect for una brothers them. That is the people around our society which you elect for yourself. That's not the first thing. You people them, not the society. How you deal with them people them. You try to be just, you try to be honest, you try to be truthful, you get a fair dealing with them particular people and then you don't do you first responsibility.
Alright, thank you very much. Of course, Sheikh don't tell about human responsibility. The very first thing is that your responsibility towards your society. When we are talking about society, first, don't consider so get neighbors. Yeah, not to you one day in your environment where you find yourself. Even the host, maybe the compound where they not to you one day. You get other people where they need. So each and responsibilities towards the people there. As a golden saying from Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that you don't ever be a true believer unless wait till you look for yourself, you look for your brother. Isa alayhi salam to get a similar quote that do unto others
as you like them to
what you want them to do unto you. So what you want make somebody do to you, like they will do to your company. So in as much as you're in an environment, you're in a society, the first responsibility after Allah and you parent them in Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the people really around you, ABC and neighbor them. I mentioned a few things about like music, sound, ways, now where they affect the society so much. Until I get my longer new job as a parent, so they go buy one big X-Bass. But that X-Bass, they will already in that compound. Whether I eat for that salary, whether they don't pay or not, they will all for enjoy. They will all for enjoy that music, is there on that particular day. And so as a youth man, same way, so maybe you don't come home, you tired. You know, a lot of people cause noise by you want for rest. In a similar vein, except for best you don't cause noise by people. So I'm trying to look at your society today. We find out plenty of the mishaps, the bad things that really happen, like you normally attribute them to the youth. And if they say with the Muslim, then they're a greater percentage in the country, they will fear that if any bad happens as well, we get plenty youth man there, with a Muslim youth man there, when we say they're involved inside. So still looking at the responsibilities of being click, there are the other affecting the white man can engage in society, end up for true kill, what Islam says about the whole relationship.
Wallahi, the youth man back again, the other most important thing is you get to know the type of friends and when they get. whose environment, whose kind of people then really mingle yourself with. As a Muslim, first of all, you therefore must say, for choose your friends then, a part of your deen. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam say, "Al-mar'u ala dini khalili." They say you depend on the deen of your friends them. Your friends them really keep the determine your level of iman. Wallahi, brother Rahman, we all the experience in our society. Once you're in an environment with people then will be saying and get iman, then conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they afraid God and their affairs them. Trust me, with that you own iman back the heart. But once you avoid that environment, you decide for live with people and where they drink, smoke. Automatically with time you back to begin drinking and smoke. And the again said tafsir ibn Kathir, we Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talking in one verse, he said al-akhillahu yawma min ba'dhum li ba'd aduwwun illa al-muttaqin. That is the friends and to themselves on that particular day. It's not enemies them except the people who have been conscious of Allah. Ibn Kathir make a narration, they say the youth infriend them, therefore determine even the dua when they make for him in the point of death. That is, for example, this me, but I make dua for him. Oh Allah, that my friend influence this particular situation where this so. That my friend, in make I end up for their son, and sabab of him, in make I their son, let me they introduce me to the things there. Let me they invite me to all the things there. Oh Allah, protect them, guide them, make and no go astray until you sure in your lodging place that this is a Jannah. If not the bad one again at the opposite. We don't see in place in hell. Remember all the things that will be the call unto us, where they lead unto the hell. Oh Allah, make that person not be guided. Oh Allah, mislead and misled until he see your place in hell.
SubhanAllah. Thank you very much, Sheikh Muhammad Mukhtar. Of course, this now the losses. If you get an environment where you will interact with people, bad people, and end up for die, in a bad way. And the goodness day, if you interact with people, good people as well, on the day of Qiyam, it will be brighter for you. Inshallah, under the youth series, of course, we can't forget special segment where we look at the youth man and body, it's not the right and responsibility. Because on friendship, then they start with the long point. So we will still continue, inshallah, in the next edition for look at waiting at the youth man responsibility towards the society. As we all know, how we go for build a better society. Within in a period, people are registering for election 10K for camp. Waiting will be your role as a youth man for make this election, then they say the youth man they don't grab back for cause problem in the society. Inshallah, we'll continue to look at that. I'll be there with Sheikh Muhammad Mukhtar Jallo. Maybe they bring this segment to you, Abdul Abdurrahman Jallo. Till we meet next in another segment, in another day. Take care, ma salam, peace be with you.
Alhamdulillah, we message segments today don't can tell we young Muslim and Muslimah about their responsibility to the society. Yes, you as young person, you get boku responsibility for make your community go before. And not forget, say you small work where you do, get a great change where it will make to other person in life. So, make we relax and take this beautiful nasheed.
Every day when I wake up in the morning, I get confused about what to do. I have to pray and I have to go for work. I have to do all of my domestic chores, and my family depends on me. So when I go, I really need to work harder. I know I have a lot to do, and I have to do that now, cause I don't know when I will go, so I have to do them now. I know I have a lot to do, and I'm a busy man, and I don't know when I will go, so I have to do them now.
I know I have a lot to do, and I am a busy man, cause I don't know when I will die. I have to do them now. What a beautiful message. Where busy man samba for winner the program. All embedded in that short nasheed. For true, as youth man and woman, now when we young and get the strength, now we for take the time for make we walk before old age, we can make we sit on one place. So let's get busy for the sake of Allah. As we always talk about youth's then contribution towards national development, we always use with Sadaqah Corner for showcase how young Muslims come together and they create so much impact in the society. Let we join Brother Sheku Al-Hussein now with Sadaqah Corner and see what he gets today.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
It's another exciting show and yet another exciting Sadaqah Corner with me, Sheikhu Al-Hussein Mansari. A corner specially designed for showcase issues of national concern, where with Sadaqah, you go able to help and contribute to solve the problems of the nation. The program, they also give the opportunity for extend a helping hand to the one day where life difficult for. We there for show una, so that you not go meet Allah on the day of judgment and tell him say, and not be no. And also, Sadaqah Corner, they give the opportunity and help you for achieve your biggest dream, win a paradise. And inshallah, the highest of all, Jannatul Firdaus. Well, today, we'll take you through the DAQVAH Charity Foundation, them quarterly feed the needy project. We say they feed 300 beggars then inside Freetown. Subhanallah. This foundation be gonna Kisii Road around 6 to 7 o'clock in the morning with food, water, and soft drink and give to the beggars then. This will be a great surprise to them. You will see the smile on their faces then, and even the small picking themselves be happy as then they eat the food. But one big question where I can always ask myself now that, what's in the future hold na salon for them picking out within the next 10 to 15 years? Well, I can give you just two possible answers to that. Them picking yourself go either end up for become beggars, or they end up for become thief man then and add to the problems of the nation. So it's a national concern. Listen to it in this beggar gets for say.
The program but purposely what you want. Then we want to win us. You know what 100 blind man, 100 picking them and their hand. When the point. 100 blind man, 100 picking them well, now we hand.
This now waiting then they do for change lives. Imagine how them picking and go day if they don't get education now. We all need for come together and look at the plight of them picking here and try for address them as soon as possible. Join the young man and woman here for make change na the society. Plenty thank you when you watch this series of Ar-Risalah, the message. Plenty thank you to my producer, Fuad Kago, and co-producer, Alaji Abdurrahman Jallo. Thank you to the one that wait me behind the camera and all the one that will help me for bringing this program to you. I have been your host, Sister Mayam Siddiq. But as usual, before I go, I want to make you think about it.
Then can say, with fingers, they not be the same. Of course, you look at them, then fingers, them are so all different. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala creates we all differently. Some people, Allah creates them, they're rich. Whilst others, Allah creates them, they're poor. And you get some others where then na popolipo. But you, the rich person, we Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala don't bless with so much wealth. You don't ever ask yourself, what to make you get all those wealth? You don't ever ask yourself if this wealth now for you one. You don't ever ask yourself, if you die, you left this wealth, what thing get for happen with this wealth? You not think saying at the right time this for make his pen and before you they die? Think about it.